Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, as you know, we always said to look at your LCD. Yes, and you look at the upper left. That is the man, with the shadow. As you can see, it's kind of blurry. That man is Mark Jati Cook, and beside him that is Christopher Dudas Cook, and below that is their dad, their father, Lester, Jim Brown, Lloyd Cook. Yes, they call him Jim Brown, and he's the father of the Cook family. He's the patriarch, and he has been, if you have been following the channel, you would have found out that from the answer to you, Lester, Lloyd Cook, Jim Brown, life was not about criminality or about JLP, because you know that he's from a PMP community back in Rosetown back then, and it was the same men from the same community, PMP gunmen, that shot him because he refused to. At the time when they were issuing guns, the PMP was issuing guns and money, and he refused to partake in it because he said that he's not supporting the destruction of his people's life. And a PMP criminal organization gunman shot him 5 times and left him to die in the gutter. And it was a GLP activist who picked him up. Nobody didn't want to touch him and took him down to Tivoli Gardens, and from that moment his life changes. He wasn't a bad man, he was a footballer, and he was a very conscious young man. And he was, when he got better, he returned to Rosetown and turned it into a GLP enclave. Many PMP criminal criminal organization supporters to run away from Rosetown because of what he did when he returned. So he changed Rosetown from a PMP community to a GLP community, all because they had shot him 5 times. So they are the one that forced him to become a laborer. So as you know that his son now, the one at the left, the upper left, the tallest one, that is Mark Jati Cook. Mark Jati Cook, you know that he was betrayed by the father's friend, a man by the name of Blood, who had betrayed Jati, and they killed him in Hunts Bay police area where I used to work. Shortly after he was killed, I was transferred to Hunts Bay, and the man who was responsible for killing him was arrested and charged by a detective inspector named Ivan O. Thompson. So we're gonna delve and give you a background about it. So that's why I don't understand how someone become a criminal, because when you're a criminal, there's no loyalty among thieves, and there's no honest criminal. So we're just gonna tell you. Yeah. So someone will tell you that there's no honest criminal. You have to just understand that. So on March 2nd, 1992, Mark Anthony Cook, also known as Jati, was murdered on Maxwell Avenue in the vicinity of Fitzgerald Avenue, Kingston 13, and near Sunlight Street, Crow Corner. His killing was a hit orchestrated by someone within the Shower Posse organization, which is a criminal organization. It's not like a business. Yeah, Shower Posse was notorious. So and who believed that the decision makers in the organization passed over him. And this man, he was jealous that after he had given so many years of his life to the organization and committed many crimes, he was sidelined for Jati. So 3 weeks later, after the death of Jati, their father, Lester Lightcock, also known as Jim Brown, died in a fire at Tower Street Adults Correctional Center. So that's why I was just giving you some, Tivoli Gardens there. Yeah, so we're going to just give you some context about these people, how they operate, and there are several dark reasons why someone might orchestrate the death of a leader to take their place. So you know that after Jim Brown, Lester Lightcock, Jim Brown, was arrested and on an extradition warrant to go to America for his crimes, because he was a very brutal man. Yes, Jim Brown wasn't your ordinary gangster. He was very brutal. One thing with Jim Brown, once you cross him, there's no forgiveness. So as you know that this man that goes by the name of Blood, we're not going to tell you his correct name. He was the one that betrayed Jati, and that's why they kill him. And when somebody's in a gang, or any organization, people always have ambition because they want power. So ambition and power, this is the most common motive why, person plotting the assassination see the leader's death as an opportunity to seize power. So that's the reason why Blood had orchestrated and concocted with the enemy to kill Mark Jati Cook. And Jati, the only people that knew the color of his bike and the helmet that he had were people that were close to him and know his whereabouts. Because although they operated out of Tivoli Gardens, the Cook family have houses in Barbican. Yeah, the father have house in Barbican because he was a bad man, but not only a bad man, but he was a contractor too. Just like the other PMP criminal organization gunmen. And he wasn't like the kind of contractor like the George Pang who shot the people in their money. They pay them and pay them well. So, the people that work for these people love them. So, that they would traverse between Barbican and Tivoli Gardens. And they have another house in Evandale too. Yes, so, the father, although he was a gangster, the money that he made, he made sure that he had houses uptown. And just like Donald Zeke Sips, so all of these gangsters, they have houses uptown. And they make sure that the children attend good school once they have the mental prowess, to pursue their education. Because they know that education is all about thinking. So the reason why Blood had set up Jati, if he might believe that, he's better suited for the role or have a different vision for the future. So, maintaining control, the current leader may be becoming unstable or unpredictable. The potential successor might see their removal as necessary to maintain order within the group or even a nation or organization. But this was totally different because there was no problem within the group. Blood just wanted power, and because Jim Brown was in jail at GP awaiting to be extradited to the United States of America because he had appealed his case. So he felt that he has been wronged by the people within the criminal organization. So, and that, he had some ideological differences. The potential leader, him, might strongly disagree with the current leader's policies or ideology and believe their own leadership would be better fit for the group's goal. So him just want to be leader. And him have some personal grudge, a personal vendetta is possible. And the potential leader may have a deep hatred for the current leader due to past transgression. There was no transgression between both men. It's just that Jati was selected by the players them in the shower posse, and he did not like that they had passed over him and selected him. And external influences, sometimes outside forces, might manipulate someone into assassinating a leader. So him now being power hungry, can't wait. Never like so them pass over and become an older man for Jati, and him in the crime business, him there around the father and commit crime, go jail and all kind of thing. And they pass over him, so he was jealous. So him see Mark Jati as a rival, but him never let them know. So, and the Shower Posse is a very powerful organization, operate like a corporation with vested interest in leadership. So it is important to note that assassinations are risky and often backfire. Yes. So the act can create chaos and instability, and the public might not be readily accept the new leader, especially if foul play is suspected. So, if this is the first time, your first time to the Jamaica Young Police channel, we highly recommend subscribing to stay updated with our latest content. Hit the subscription button above, click the bell icon and select on to receive notifications. Remember to give this video a thumbs up because you will find it helpful and informative. Please remember to share the video with your girlfriend, boyfriend, mama, papa, side chick, or side man, and tell them to tell a friend about the Jamaica Young Police channel. You can join the Patreon squad. By doing so, you will gain access to exclusive content that cannot be played on YouTube due to various restrictions. To unlock this untapped collection of videos, click the link in the description box below. Joining our Patreon community allows you to explore content that complies with laws, rules, and regulations while avoiding disruptions to our channel's functionalities. Thank you for your continuous support, and we look forward to providing you with exceptional content. So right now we'll go back right to the meat of the matter. So, Mark Jati Cook was betrayed by his father's friend who wanted to control Tivoli Gardens. He was shot and killed while riding his motorcycle along Maxwell Avenue. So the trigger man, Red Ray from, originally he's from Rima, and he had to fled from Rima and he seek refuge in Kingston 13. And Red Ray is a white man, not a half white, him white. Kind of, all of the features of white people. Him can mix, but the police them, when time we record him CIB for as a white man. That's how them have him as. So so the trigger man Red Ray confess, to save him. Him confess in a prison because he want to save him life. Because them beat him mercilessly and almost kill him. So he's the one that spilled the bean, and that's how them know. So Jim Brown, that's the father of Jati, was killed in his cell at GP. So I remember if his close protection team gave a shocking account of what transpired in the previous video. So this is, following up. You understand? So close to 150 innocent lives were lost to gunmen from Tivoli Gardens or copycats in retaliation for Jati's death. That's so many people in a Kingston 13. From up by right at Linda's Road, Maxwell Avenue, go all the way down to Spanish Town. The mother does whenever close to the anniversary. So when I used to be at St. Andrews, so we have to be out there day and night to protect these people in these communities from these men from Tivoli Gardens who would drive by and do some drive-by. And over the years they were sophisticated. The days then that in time they thought that they would pass by and kill it. That wasn't, and they just used different times and different time and months, and they didn't make it like the exact date after, because we were on the street. So as you know that the Cook family is just the family member them always meet and violent, and so under Jim Brown's leadership, the Shower Posse wreak havoc in Jamaica, the US and Britain. You understand? So after the information had reached, after they In the prison, it's 98% of the people who are in prison are from PMP, criminal organization communities. And they were able to extract confession from Red Ray. And he had spilled the bean about all the players who were involved in the planning and logistics of and killing Jati. So under a swift justice system in Tivoli Gardens, the main person behind Jati's murder was swiftly dealt with. And boy, the man them kill him, a brother named Blood, them kill him and put him on a cart. You understand? So you know that the Koch family tragedy, a legacy of violence. So in the videos we delve into the tragic history of the Koch family, known for their involvement in the notorious Shower Posse and the deadly consequences they faced. On February 2nd, 1992, Mark Anthony Koch, alias Jati, met his untimely end at the hands of gunmen at Maxwell Avenue, just weeks after his father, Lester Lloyd Koch, alias Jim Brown, perished in a prison fire. So the betrayal and violence plagued the family continue, with death of Chris Royal Koch, marking the fourth family member to meet a violent demise. So as we uncover the legacy of violence that has plagued the Koch family for decades, on February 2nd, when Koch's brother, Mark Anthony Koch, alias Jati, was murdered on Maxwell Avenue. 3 weeks later, their father, Lester Lloyd Koch, alias Jim Brown, died in a fire at Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. Them call it GP, where he was awaiting extradition proceedings to the United States of America. Mark Jati Koch, the man that betrayed him, was his father's friend, Blood, and who wanted to be in control of Tivoli Gardens as a Don. So, one Sunday on Maxwell Avenue, they shot and killed Jati while he was riding a motorcycle. They had got the description of the motorcycle, the helmet and everything from Blood. But as they say that, there's no honest criminal. And his cover was blown. Because he even went to the funeral of Jati and he was vowing revenge and all of that to Christopher Douglas Koch. Until then time they found out that he was the one who was behind it. They killed him. They do things in Tivoli. They kill you and they tag you and put you on a cart and push you out to Coronation Market. Even the people that witness the men who are pushing the cart, they're not going to tell the police who are these men because, that's how it is there. See, I'm blind, ear and deaf. You understand? So, the elder Koch, was a former era leader and head of the notorious Shower Posse which wreaked havoc. Yeah, man, in the 1980s. So Koch became the leader of the streets of Western Kingston after the demise of his predecessor, Claudius Massop, who was cut down in a year of police bullets in 1978. So he was killed by our virgin who died the other day, Dadrick Henry. So in September 1988, a federal grand jury indicted 34 members of the Shower Posse, including Lester Lloyd Koch and Vivian Blake, the leader of the Shower Posse in the United States. And all of the same Shower Posse man, them are them ratting because them now want the whole per sentence. All the man on talk. So the father, he was arrested and detained and was awaiting extradition when fire broke out in his cell at the General Penitentiary in downtown Kingston. And the man, him say, in a Jim Brown cell, him have everything like when somebody there home. Him cell was pristine. He not share cell with nobody. And him have TV, everything inside here. The only thing he never have was a phone, a landline, but him have all of the things that you can't think of. Man have all disposable toilet inside here. So he never enough to use all the buckets. And him and a prisoner take out for him thing them. Boy, I tell you, based on what the warder them saying. So, yeah, so before the fire could have extinguished, Lester Lloyd Koch succumbed to the effect of smoke inhalation. So, you understand? So, Koch died the same day. His eldest son, Mark Jati Koch, was buried. So him attend the funeral, then him a Jati, and when him come back, him did suppose them line up a thing same for escape, but why the thing backfire, the water just stand up there and watch the man burn to death, smoke inhalation and kill him. You understand? And why the man him just kill Jati of Maxfield. So for sure how violent did follow the family. Them him have a sister when he Mumpy, and them kill her in downtown Kingston. That was few months before Jati was killed, and she was also a victim of gun violence. So while Coke was in jail, Jati was the one that was overseeing the day-to-day running of the shower posse. You have to understand, them treat it, although it's a criminal, them treat it like a legitimate business, because them have accountant and all them things there, Because even all the FBI say, boy, the shower posse, not even the mafia did good like them, or them run for them business. And even all the FBI, the police, them say, boy, normally mafia, them not even shoot off at them, but the Jamaican, them different. So Jamaican, there are some different kind of criminal, believe you me. So, the Sunlight Street crew, was led by a man named, them call him Radigan, them kill him in California about 4 or 5 years ago. No, more than that, about 6 years ago, them kill him in California. Yeah, Radigan. So he was a part of it, but the main man behind it was a guy named Buffy. Buffy was killed allegedly by his handler, Dr. Peter Phillips. When you're a bad man and them things they are done, you can't this politician, because they must set it straight. So that's what happened, and them just use an ex-bad man and dust him out, and that's it. Straight to departure on them send Buffy. So Buffy was the man where behind it. The man there was more PMP than Michael Manley. The man they not believe in no labor right for live, and your labor right if you're dead. I've spoken to him, on several occasions. Because one of the main reasons why he have respect for me is because I am from nearby community of Jonestown and Jungle. So we talk and, a lot of things based on upbringing and background. But the thing that he couldn't understand with me, how I see myself as a comrade. And I explained to him, why I couldn't see myself as a comrade, because I don't believe in the destruction of people's life, because that's the reason why I joined the police force. And you understand, so that is just me. So this man now named Red Ray, who was originally from Rima, was now living in Maxfield area. And the operation was in connection with a known GLP gunman by the name of Blood, who felt he was sidelined by the power brokers in the GLP enclave of the Valley Gardens to run the shower posse, as Lester Jim Brown Coke was in General Penitentiary awaiting extradition to the United States of America because of his crimes of murder and drug trafficking. So after them killed Mark Jati Court that Saturday, the reprisals were swift and sparked a wave of unrest in the city. And at least 12 people were killed after they had killed Mark Jati Cook off his motorcycle. Innocent people. Them man just pass and find you living in Maxfield or them just kill you. Some don't know how that them feel like, but them just a drive terror, fear in the hearts of the people them. So when the people them feel like after 2 years everything cool, now so them just drive away and just kill some people again. You understand? So a white man whose alias is Red Ray, as we tell you, he was arrested and charged with murder by Detective Inspector Ivan O. Thompson. So when a man said Ivan O. Thompson is a PNP criminal organization supporter and activist support, let me can't tell a man say a lie, because you have to look at this case. If Ivan O. Thompson was a PNP criminal organization activist as a police, he wouldn't charge Red Ray for kill Jati, who is a laborer. The man that say police work as police work, and that man was my boss. When I say my boss, him my immediate supervisor. Everything I forgot to him. You understand? Yeah. And after him charged Red Ray, so, he was remanded at GP. Honestly, I don't know how the case went, but I know that he was arrested and charged for several crimes. So he spent about 2 decades in GP. and he didn't went back to, after release from prison, he didn't went back to the community where he was. Because him know say, you gotta have somebody there who want to kill him, because they want to kill him because him kill Jati, so man want them name to say, boy, how we kill him. So Red Raiders, he's living in Spanish Town right now. Yeah, one time cousin contact us and gave us a number and said we call him, because he want to talk to him, but he had never answer. Because he say he want to tell his part of his story. So yeah, Red Raider, you still can reach out to me. You remember me, because you understand. Yeah, we're not in the shore when time we hold it in Whitfield Town. You understand? And yeah, you were in company of other people, and you know how it is. So we haven't seen you since I've spoken to you. So you are the one that reach out to your cousin and say you want us, to talk to us. But we call you a few times, but you never answer. So you can call us. You see the channel number 954 5560275. Yes. And you can tell us what really happened, why you killed Jati. And, the role that Buffett played. Buffett dead. You leave the community, you not even venture back there and everything there. So your cousin say you turn a different page in your life. But say you stand out as a white man, so you understand. So I don't know what you're doing over there in a Spanish Town. And so while Red Raider, was in prison, he was beaten mercilessly by men from, PMP criminal organization community in prison. And he confessed to his torturers of the persons who were behind the killing of Jati. So with the promise of not killing him tell them, you understand? And he gave them all the names involved. And the main person behind the same was a man close to Mark Jati's coke father, Lester Jim Brown's coke. Yeah, and the man's name was Blood. So under a Swiss system of justice, Tivoli Gardens, yeah man, Blood was killed, tagged and put on a handcart like a dog, and no one from Tivoli Gardens could attend his funeral. His family allowed the government to bury Blood, the killer and gangster, in an unknown grave, because they did not, or they could not claim his body, or else they would have to vacate Tivoli Gardens. Because so them operate down to say, no, you're not a loyalty, you can't stay. So that's how, it worked out with Blood. So him get a, what you call it, the stick, and them just treat him how them supposed to treat him, as a traitor. So them just kill him, and the government bury him. His family couldn't even bury him because they were afraid of the repercussion from the Tivoli Gardens system. And them have one of the most brutal system in Jamaica. You understand? You have to just play by their rules. If on their rules, you go straight to the departure along. And as I've said, I've never lived in a GLP community, so I cannot tell you how they operate down there. But based on what they have said, it's just that Tivoli Gardens is one of the most safest places in Jamaica. You as an outsider, you cannot just go inside there just like that, though. You understand? You can't do that. Yeah, you setting up yourself for trouble. Maybe in the 80s you could have done that, because, I remember, growing up, even in the 80s, I have some family live at Charles Street. Yeah, you could have walked from the market, and at the time, Tivoli and Matches Lane used to fire trade shot, and it did kind of cool off, so you could have walked all even night, and nobody never trouble you. Yeah, our family live at Charles Street, But that was back in the days. Jamaica is a totally different place now. But it only goes to show you, say, when you're a criminal, your lifespan is gonna be short. But right now, Dudu's is the longest living coke among the the so-called second generation coke. And his son are really run Tivoli Gardens now, him name Titty Man. So the coke, Tivoli Gardens is really like a coke land. Coke country, because of them control Tivoli Gardens, because them not just no outsiders. Because their father, give him sweat, blood and tears to Tivoli Gardens. Because you remember that at first Jim Brown, in the initial stage, Jim Brown wasn't a bad man. A PMP turned Jim Brown in a bad man. And make him turn Rose Town in a PMP, in a GLP enclave. So I just saw it go sometimes. Sometimes some people never did destined for a certain lifestyle, but people force them into it. But the only thing we can tell you with them, crime don't pay. Let's leave it. Let's leave the crime alone. Book, just read. As me say, give me the book and not the gun. I don't want a gun unless a police or a soldier gun, as somebody in the security forces. Yeah, so now you know who killed Mark Jati Cook, and say it was a guy named Red Ray, and him still alive. And what he was promised why he's still alive was that he would give the name of the person, or persons from Tivoli Gardens who were involved in betraying Mark Jati Cook. And before they had killed blood, they had tortured him too, and he confessed. If your confession is real or not, because when a man on a torture, you attack. You understand? And he was killed by Christopher Dudus-Cook. In Tivoli Gardens, they have their own system. Tivoli Gardens don't report crimes. Everything is done internally. Even having a police station, there's wasting taxpayers' money because people are not going to the police station to report anything because they have their own system. Tivoli Garden are the only community in Jamaica, apart from the people who live uptown, where them don't have no grill or them window and them door. And them can't sleep with them house door open. And nobody have break inside there, and nobody not rape nobody. Them say rape or whatever, like liberty. And you understand, and Dudus had read the riot act in and say, yeah, liberty is a little rapist boy, brother, you understand, yeah. So, have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.